He in the house.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession, and the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Anthony is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Coffey in at the small forward.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Pass to Randall. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Now Turner, defended by Gobert. Trent for three. Randall pulls down the board. First quarter of play, a minute in. Edwards, a pass to Easy Breezy. Off target with the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Gobert with a screen on Trent. Easy Breezy gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Anthony, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Easy Breezy's got 8 points. And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure, they get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Easy Breezy in their last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He picked up 54 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Allie, great info there. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Turner following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Back to Anthony. And there's the lob. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. The league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
We've got Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Dillingham, and it's easy breezy in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. He gets it in there.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
McDaniels from long range knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Rollins. There's the triple. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
All right, let's get an update on Mike Conley. What do you have there, Allie?
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer from Minnesota. He let me know it appears to be a strained calf muscle, but couldn't offer any other details. It is a major loss right in the thick of the season. Other guys will have to step up. Let's see who answers the call.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, so much changes around the league year to year, but the danger and impact of injury remains largely the same. It's not enough to be good. You gotta be lucky too.
And Shams, with younger teams like OKC taking the reins, new stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
The Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Livingston. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's easy breezy. Another miss by Minnesota.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Dillingham. He's averaging about 6 points per game. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Ingles. Anthony Edwards is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. 5 to shoot. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
Drives to the hoop. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Ryan, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And here's Milwaukee now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Antetokounmpo, left side. Shot from the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, B.A. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, B.A.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. That one no good. Randle with some nice D. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo, pass to Easy Breezy. From deep. Tipped away. Bucks trail by 21. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Turner finds Anthony. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
They are out of sync. Too much individual play. They got to work together to create better looks.
Hard to argue with that, given their field goal percentage. Now it's time to check in. Thanks for tuning in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And let's go to the sidelines for an update on Kevin Porter's injury.
The head athletic trainer for the Bucks provided some info for us. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Yeah, they'll insert him back into that rotation as soon as it's safe to do so.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Anthony. And it's Coffee in at the three. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent, and he jams it home with authority.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Easy breezy shot is good. Easy breezy's got 21.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Antetokounmpo against Randall. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 10.
He's too strong. If you're going to hit Giannis, make him feel it.
And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Dan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Called in by DiVincenzo.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Randall, good.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Anthony outside. Here's Trent, and he converts the layup. Trent's got his second bucket of the night.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Easy Breezy, guarded by Trent. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Out to DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter, looking for these openings to strike.
Now here's Anthony. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Antetokounmpo inside. Randall's there. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is so confident with the ball in his hands. Giannis can practically make magic happen.
Now here's Gobert. Yet to see a basket. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just a reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. Milwaukee also changed it up. Smith comes in for Turner. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Dillingham. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The Bucks really having a tough go here. Anthony left side. Now Smith. Nice D from Reed.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
No good with the triple. And the Bucks shooting 40% from the field in this one. Anthony with a bucket.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Takes it inside. The shot's good. Easy Breezy's got 28.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Trent with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Coffee. Counted from distance. Coffee's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Easy breezy. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ingles, he's checked in for Edwards. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Smith. Prince comes in for Coffee. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Anthony. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Dillingham. And it's easy breezy in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Antetokounmpo with it. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Easy Breezy. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Well, Giannis has always been a willing passer. He drops it right to the screener for the score.
Pass to Easy Breezy. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Portis' screen. Now here's Antetokounmpo. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league in the way guys officiate now. I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people.
Pass to Easy Breezy. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Antetokounmpo against Miller. Outside Porter. Over to the left wing. Here's Portis for 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Driving in. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Reed sets a screen. Dillingham, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Miller. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Pass to Easy Breezy. Lets it fly. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. Rollins passes to Prince. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, B.A., it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
It's Prince on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Here's Easy Breezy. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Rollins passes to Portis. Here's Rollins. Back to Portis. Over Reed. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Daniels. And the layup is good. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Easy Breezy.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And it's good! He hits another one!
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Miller against Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Easy Breezy. Off the mark. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to